welcome to the first ever Primary Climate Ambassador Awards. This is something that we've never done before, so we're really excited to have you all here, both in person in Richmond Barracks and online. First off, I'd like to thank our program sponsor, that's the Department of Climate, Environment and Communications. They basically funded this pilot, giving 21 green schools in Ireland the opportunity to become our first ever primary climate ambassadors. What this program aims to do is really consolidate all of the work that your amazing schools have done over the last 20-25 years, as everyone here has achieved all 10 green flags, which is just incredible. We really want climate education to empower students and for you guys to feel like you're leading the program. And the Green Schools Coordinator is coordinating the action, but the students are really paving the way. And also feeling a lot closer to nature and feeling all of those really positive kind of well-being effects from that, while really importantly saving and storing carbon to help in that fight against climate change. So we really think all of your schools here today are inspiring places within your local communities, and you're really setting the example for all the other green schools in Ireland. So well done. Just a couple of housekeeping bits. I mentioned the toilets earlier. They're just through that door to the right. And then in case of emergency, we have a fire exit down here, which leads straight out to the garden, and the exit just at reception as well leads straight out to the garden. So we'll go out to the garden as opposed to the road in case of emergency. All right, so what does our day look like? Unfortunately, our little medals didn't arrive, but we'll keep that for next year. Next up, you're going to hear from my lovely colleague, Monica. She's going to share a couple of her highlights. And then after that, we have a really fun task. So you might see some kind of sewing kits and random fabric glue and that kind of stuff on your table. We've loads of material from old green and blue flags. And what you're going to do is make a primary climate ambassador cape, one per table, and we're going to have a little bit of a competition, and we have some really good spot prizes for that as well. So they all relate to the challenges you've done. We have an energy kit that a school can win. I know Lottie enjoyed that challenge. We also have a pond kit, and we have seeds and trees and that kind of thing. So lots of effort in the cape making. And then at the end of the day, we'll have a little parade to a conga. So that should be a bit of fun. Now, while the cape making is happening here in Richmond Barracks, our amazing schools that are joined online are also going to have a slideshow of all of your video reports that you sent in that were incredible. And we also have some of your photos from the different challenges. So that'll be nice to watch as well, but don't get too distracted. We want to see amazing capes. Then we're going to break for lunch, which is catered by the amazing Food Cloud. So the apple juice on your tables, which I know is a big hit, they're going to do our lunch as well. So hopefully that'll be as big a hit. And the amazing thing about Food Cloud, if you don't know them, is that all of their food supermarkets throw out, but it's not bad food. It's just past the sell by date, but not past the use by date. And they have an incredible chef here who's going to make something fantastic. So I hope everyone enjoys that. And we don't want to see any food waste today. So if you have any leftovers, maybe you can pop them in your lunchbox, bring them home, share it with your family, that kind of thing. What's after lunch? Oh yes, the award ceremony. So what we're going to find out then is who has topped the leaderboard. So me and Monica have kept this under wraps since last week. We have not put the points on the leaderboard for the video reports, and we decided to give schools a maximum of 1,200 points. So it doesn't really matter where you are on the leaderboard now, anyone could win. We also have an evaluation. So you might remember in your training, we had a student survey and a teacher survey. Measurements are really important to us as part of this program because we want to know what we're doing good, what can we do better, and also we want to know what our schools are saving and how our students feel, right? Aside from the written evaluation, we also have the fabulous Becky down here. So Becky is the wonderful artist who has created all of the visuals and avatars and just gorgeous theme of Primary Climate Ambassadors. And she is going to do a visual harvest today. What we want to get from that is kind of less quantitative feedback. So we have all the numbers from your surveys, but we really want to know, how did this program make you feel? What would you want to do next? So I know some of you are in 6th class, but if you were doing this program again in September, what would you want to do next? Or if you could talk to yourself back in September last year, what advice would you give? Does that make sense? Yeah, great. Okay, and then we're going to finish the day with a really fun Congo Cape Cayley parade. We'll see how that goes. And as I said, we have loads of spot prizes for that. So everyone will be leaving with something today. And we also have sustainable goodie bags for everyone here in Richmond Barracks, and also for all the other Primary Climate Ambassadors that have joined online. And then we're going to hear from our amazing Green Schools manager, Joanne. So she's going to do the closing address for the day in kind of celebration of 25 years of Green Schools. Okay, sound good? Fabulous. So here's our map. This is the 21 green schools in Ireland that have gotten all 10 green flags. Can you spot your school? Great. So let's see who we have here with us today, and maybe you can give us an L cheer when I call out your name. Do we have Skulnaeve Malasha in Carlow? Very good. And then online, we also have St. Joseph's National School in Clare. In Dublin, do we have St. Bridget's Girls National School? And online up in Donegal, the beautiful Inishowen Peninsula, we have Skulnaeve Fionn. They're also online. From Limerick, do we have Skull on Spirinave? Yes, great. Loving the enthusiasm. Skulnaeve Reach Nafa in Galway are joining us online. Do we have in Louth Skulweir in Atrocra? Kilcornan National School in Limerick is joining online. Those guys, I think, did all 6 challenges, which was incredible. St. Aidan's National School in Sligo. A long L trip for you. Yeah, is it not? And then online, we also have Mean Killy National School in Limerick, and St. Peter's National School in Louth, and St. Flannan's National School in Clare. So loads of schools that took part this year, and hopefully the rest of the 21 will take part in September after your fabulous example. I suppose before the awards, I just want to congratulate everyone. You are all fantastic. Really proud of you. And I was off for about 10 weeks there, and I came back kind of hoping every school would do at least 1, maybe 2 challenges. And I think he's did like 36 or 37 challenges. So it really, really was incredible. And you've just been a massive inspiration. Now, in terms of the points, we made it as fair as possible. We want to make sure that every challenge has a carbon reduction or a carbon saving in some way. So planting trees, we all know that kind of stores carbon, but do we know that building a mini pond also is incredible at storing carbon? It's a carbon sink. So we should have one in every school. And yeah, I mentioned earlier your 3-minute video reports, we scored out of 1,200 points. And what we really wanted to get from that is, why are you a Primary Climate Ambassador? So you can tell Becky later as well what you learned from the training way back in December or January, what kind of climate challenges you enjoyed, and what is your main take-home message. So as Primary Climate Ambassadors, you're stewards of this program, and what is it that you want to share with others, and what can schools do? What's also fun though? What did you guys enjoy most? So let's have a look at the old leaderboard just to keep a bit of suspense. We have an extremely exciting joint first and joint second place, which I didn't plan, but that was great. So who knows what will happen between those 4 schools. And we also have a joint 6th place. And remember that this is out of those 21 schools. So you're all incredible. Okay, hopefully this is a familiar sight. This is our Primary Climate Ambassador Challenge map. And in our first year, we just released 6 challenges. So those 3 themes. Our little avatar Mulch was responsible for the waste challenges. He got you all doing your zero waste lunches, competitions in school, and composting your food waste if you didn't already. Then Sparky encouraged schools to renew their energy. Some even got solar panels, which was incredible. Others are planning to apply this summer. And host the zero power hours. So hopefully that was a bit of fun in the dark in the whole school. And then Flushy helped build or start building a network of mini ponds in all of your schools, and also capture all of our really precious rainwater. From September, if you come back, schools will also have the choice to complete biodiversity challenges with Blossom and travel challenges with Wheelie. So I hope you'll all continue to be primary climate ambassadors. And then after 2 years in the program, you'll also get to go to the regular Green Flag Awards and get your usual renewal. And I think Joanne's going to talk a bit more about that later. Cool. So basically what we're hoping to do is transition every school in Ireland from this worst case scenario, not that any of your schools look like this, to this fabulous dream green school that you guys have all envisioned. So now I am delighted to hand over to my colleague Monica, who is going to share some of her own highlights from the year. Thanks, Monica.
Hello. Hi, everyone. It's so good to see all your faces today and everyone join online too. So in this presentation, I couldn't possibly capture all the tremendous work that was carried out this year, but this is just a snippet of some of the work that was carried out. So if we're taking a look at our timeline, so in September, we had the online teacher session, which a lot of schools logged into, which was great. And then we launched the program in October for Climate Action Week. And we also launched the Avatar competition. And then myself and Grania went out to a number of schools in December and January. So the winners of the Avatar competition. Then come January, you all started the challenges, which was great. And then you've been busy submitting your video reports during May. Just taking a look back at the avatars. So we were giving you an idea of what the challenges would come up ahead. And then a lot of submissions from schools, which was great to see. This is one from Kilcornan National School and Zuma. Then this is from St. Joseph National School in County Clare as well. So this is Mr. Weather. And then we had Smokey from St. Peter's National School in Louth. And then we had our training as well online where myself, Grania and Dave logged in, and we had a lot of schools join us, which was great. Then some of the in-person trainings, you were busy making a lot of your badges, where you got very creative. We had some activities like the table talks, which was great. And then we had our presentations as well. Now, just taking a look at some of the challenges. So zero waste lunch was a particularly popular challenge. So we had 8 schools completed this in total. Then one school was even featured in their local newspaper. So big shout out to them. Some environmental officers were invited to schools as well to teach about waste and from My Waste and from local authorities. Then 5 schools completed the Mulch That Matters challenge, which was great to see. This was really interesting. This was an upcycled drain pipes which were turned into planters. And then a sculpture showcase, which students got very creative with a fairy village there under the sea, and then some recycle robots, which sounds very futuristic, but very exciting. And then Zero Power Hour Challenge was actually the most popular, and we had 10 schools completed in total, which was great. Some students also brought home their energy saving kits. And then students carried out classroom audits, maybe per week or per month, which worked out best for you. And then take a look at the Renew Your Energy Challenge. So 6 schools completed the Renew Your Energy Challenge. Loads of letters were sent to principals asking them to switch to renewable sources. Some more letters. And then 1 school presented their energy action exhibition. And then for Renew Your Energy, we asked you if you had to imagine what your dream green school would look like. So we had a lot of entries for that, which is lovely. Just taking a look at some of the dream green schools. So loads of ideas there. Might recognize a few. Then we had the Rain Rebels Challenge. So 7 schools completed this and they installed water butts to harvest rainwater. Some lovely examples there. And then many schools got very creative and they wrote water raps. So we have a couple of examples here.
Water rap, get ready to learn in a water rap. When you brush your teeth, turn off the tap. We'll tell you more in our water rap. Take a short shower, that is the key. We'll leave more water for the fish in the sea. Water rap, get ready to learn in a water rap. When you wash the dishes, put the plug in the sink. To save more water, you just have to take. Use a water brush when you water in your pants. Join us in our water chant. Water rap, get ready to learn in a water rap. Precipitation and condensation. We'll teach the water cycle to the entire nation. Water rap, get ready to learn in a water rap.
So that was great. Very, very talented students there. So Sculmer and Atroka, which is great to see. And now on to Pond Power. So this was, I really love this challenge and 2 schools completed it in total. So you can see a lovely example here of reclaiming, what was that you used? I think this is St. Aidan's in Sligo. Perfect. Very circular economy orientated, love it. And then some newsletters were sent home to parents, encouraging them to create mini ponds. And then we can see some wildlife arriving to the mini pond, and just so important. They're so important for biodiversity as well, and they're great carbon sinks too. So they were just some of my highlights. Personally, I'd loved to get the opportunity actually to call and visit the schools in person. It was so great to see you and work with you, and just very excited for the year to come. So yeah, thank you. That's all the highlights for now. Move on to our cake making activity. So you might have wondered what was happening on your table. So we have a couple of things. We have some mini sewing kits. We have some buttons. We have, and Alison is just handing out some fabric markers there. We have some stencils too, which we're going to hand around with fabric paint. And I just want to show an example of the activity. So today we're hoping to use some old kind of damaged green and blue flags to make a cape. So if you have a look at Grania here, we demoed what the stencil could look like yesterday, and we'll be passing those around there. So the actual stencil we sprayed on a separate piece of fabric. We cut it out and glued it on, but you can try stenciling directly onto the flag if you want to. But the most important thing is to have a bit of fun and get creative. You can't go wrong with this activity. Just we're going to do one per table, and then when you're finished later, we're going to have a cake parade.
just making sure all the lights are off and for 0 power hour.
Okay. Board also, Kylie.
I'm going to rest it. We'll just take the lights and the border off. Thank you.
There's a shortage around, I said water. We must really act now, I said water. There's a leakage in town, so we need to conserve now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn off that SAVE. Let's turn off that SAVE. Help save the earth for young kids to enjoy. The whole community too. So water, there's a shortage around, I said water. We must really act now, I said water. There's a leakage in town, so we need to conserve now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's turn off an SAVE. Let's turn off an SAVE. Help save the earth for young kids to enjoy. The whole community too.
Thanks for watching.
Hi, we are third class from St. Peter's National School in Grimskin, County Louth. We are representing our school for being primary climate ambassadors. Our group name for this project is BCA, Best Climate Ambassadors.
We are primary climate change ambassadors because we have won all of the available green flags, and we don't want to stop trying to make our school a better and a greener place.
Here in St. Peter's School, we think it's important to spread awareness with our school and our parish.
Our class being climate ambassadors really interesting, so that's why we were chosen to be primary climate ambassadors. Through our training, we learned what uses most electricity. We have also learned how to use thermal leak detectors in our training. In our training, we also learned 1 hour of no electricity can make a big impact. Using the energy saving kit, we can see how much energy the different objects use.
And we also learned how to minimize our energy use and how to save power at home and at school.
The climate challenge that we chose was 0 power hour.
Our class selected a day each month
To have 0 power hour.
During this hour, we turned off all devices that use electricity.
From doing 0 power hour, our school has saved so much energy.
We can see how much difference 1 hour can make.
We had so much fun this year being climate ambassadors, and we encourage other schools to take on challenges like 0 power hour.
Be green to keep our planet clean.
We're here in Scomalasha, O'Loughlin, County Carlow, to meet the 3rd and 4th class primary climate ambassadors, also known as the Blue and White Dreamers.
Why are you primary climate ambassadors?
We are primary climate ambassadors because we need to stop climate change and make the world a better place. If we make a small change, we can make a big difference.
What have you learned?
We have learned how to take care of our planet because everything can make a difference. We have learned how to save water, save electricity, and save our planet. For Zero Power Hour, we held a competition between all the classrooms to see which class used the least amount of power. We also borrowed an energy saving kit from our local library.
As part of the Zero Waste Lunchbox Challenge, we reduced using plastic wrappers by using reusable containers and bottles.
We also cut down on our food waste by getting food that we like and planning our lunch.
We are looking at different ways we can new energy, like windmills and solar panels. We sent out a letter to our principal, Miss Wine, to get solar panels. We also did a drawing competition of our dream school.
For our Rain Rebels challenge,
We made a rap about saving water
and we're trying not to waste much of it either.
because it's all about doing small parts more often.
And we have some water bus collect rain.
And this is the clip of our rap.
We're climate ambassadors and we're here to say, everybody listen up. It's not tough. When it comes to water, we've wasted enough. Save water, take a 5-minute shower. Don't be a soggy little bag of flour. Save water, don't have a bath. You don't need to stay there for an hour. Turn on the tap, you won't get a tap. It's good for the environment, a simple requirement. Gather the rain, it isn't a pain.
The main objective is to slow climate change. So pick up rubbish, save water, recycle, and don't throw away plastic, and try and grow your own food.
There's so many things we can do to save the planet. We can pick up litter, we can cycle to school instead of drive, and we can switch to renewable energy.
We can all play a role in saving the environment. As children, we all have the ability to teach others and save the environment together.
And that's all from Scomalasha. Hope you enjoyed our journey as primary climate ambassadors.
Bye!
Great. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for coming back. Hope you all had a lovely lunch. This is the award ceremony part of the day. So what we're going to do is give out a sustainable goodie bag to everyone in the audience and everyone joining us online. We're going to send them to your school in the next couple of days. So when your school is called, I'll ask that you all come up with your teachers, and we'll get a photo with Connor, and Joanne is going to present your school with their certificate for participating in the Primary Climate Ambassador program. And then we might have a little look at the leaderboard and see who has come first, second, and third. We have some really amazing prizes. But then after that, if you didn't come first, second, or third, don't worry about it, because we also have lots of really cool spot prizes for your cake parade. Okay, so everyone here is leaving with great prizes today, I promise. Okay, so first up, I will ask our Carlow School Nave Malasha to come to the stage and accept their award from Joanne. Woo! And just to say, the goodie bags are made from fair trade organic cotton, and inside you'll find a very special Primary Climate Ambassador water bottle that is made from recovered ocean plastic. So it's pretty cool. Okay, guys, while they are getting their photo, will I call out the next school? Yeah? Okay, so can we please have St. Bridget's Girls National School in Dublin. Woo! One of only 2 Dublin schools to have gotten all their 10 green flags, so hope you're very proud. Great. Okay, so while you guys are enjoying your goodie bags and St. Bridget's are getting their photo, let's have a look, see who else we have. Do we have a Limerick school, Skull on Spirinade? Here. Woo! Okay, come and get your goodie bags, boys. And for everyone joining online, I'm going to grab a goodie bag and a frame just so you know what's being posted to you this week. So this is our lovely goodie bag. And whoop, this is your frame. Don't know if you can see that. Nope. Monica, do you want to do the next school?
Hello, everyone. Hope you can hear me okay. So, myself and Bronnie have been working hard to tally the results for this year, and you've all done some tremendous work. And I had the pleasure of visiting this school myself, and I saw all the wonderful work they've been carrying out, not only on the Primary Climate Ambassador program, but throughout all the years they've dedicated to green schools. So it gives me great honour to introduce our third place winners in the whole of Ireland, St. Aidan's National School, Sligo. So St. Aidan's, you've actually won a Leaf Forestry workshop, so that's worth over €1,000. So hopefully you enjoy. So now, we're going to take a look back at our leaderboard, and I also had the honour of visiting this school as well. They're based in Limerick. They've done tremendous work all throughout the year. So our second place winner is Kilcornan National School in Limerick. You'll be sending this out to me, but you have won a school mural with our wonderful artist Becky as well.
Okay, and now the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's have a look at that leaderboard and see who is at that top spot. Maybe we can get a drum roll in the room. In first place on the Primary Climate Ambassador leaderboard is School wearing a trophy. Well done, come on up. You guys have won a prize that I am just absolutely mad about. It's called Anquill Biog, and it is worth about €4,000 for your school. And you will have a mini forest with an outdoor classroom in the middle. So hope you all really enjoy that. Well done. Woo! Very good. So guys, what we have here is the first ever Primary Climate Ambassador plaque. We're really hoping this program gets funded for at least 10 more years. So I was very ambitious when I got all of these little plaques. We will get your school engraved on it, or you can do it locally and send us the bill, either or. I mentioned we have a few more prizes. Before we give them out, what I'm going to ask my amazing colleagues to do is hand out the student surveys and the teacher surveys. They're very similar to the ones you would have done back in September or October, or at your training. Basically, we want to figure out how much you've learned in the last year, and how you feel about the program and any improvements. At the same time, I want to have a look and see what Becky has been working on today, and all of the feedback that she's been collecting. So if you guys can start handing them out, we also have pencils to go with them. Yeah. And then after that, we have our cake parade and we'll give out loads more prizes. Sound good? Great. Do you want to say hi to all the schools? Do you want to say hi to all the schools online? And you want to say hi to the schools online? So excited to have a friend show. Want to say hi to all the schools online?
manager for the Green School in the whole of Ireland is my lovely colleague Joanne. Can we get Joanne? Great, everyone, that's amazing. Girls could have done this. I'm gonna try to not mistake them. Really, I think so. Before I'm sorry, I think we figure on the I think I got 5 hours to do. I just want everyone to be drawn that and we find out to see the master guys as We don't be having here today without drawing that and Monica and Ali. I think get a Gary. And also we have some preschool staff here helping out as well, and Claire, especially. So a big round of applause against one of them. First one we kind of adopted. So, and I really do want to acknowledge the really hard work of the planet here and me. And also a massive well done and a huge thank you to each and every single one of you guys for taking part in this program. And because I really want to acknowledge and thank you for your commitment to the Green School program for so many years. So you have to be part. You guys are some of the first people taking part in the Green School program ever. And 25 years you've been involved in the Green School program. You guys are even born when you school started doing the Green School program. Maybe some of the teachers in the room were even born when your school started the Green School program. So it is a massive, lasting legacy you're leaving in the school. And I really do want to acknowledge that. It's all of you, like the teachers, the parents, the students, the caretakers, the principals, that voluntarily put your own time and hard work into you getting the green flag and taking part in projects like the Climate Ambassador program for primary schools. It's not easy, is it, to do all of the hard work? No, you had lots of fun doing it though, I think. Yeah. I was trying to open to some of you while you were making your case, and some of you said that the most fun thing that we did, and the most what you felt, I suppose, about this Climate Ambassador program for primary schools is that you really felt like you were making a difference. Would you agree with that? Yeah, and that's the most important part. You actually are making a massive difference to the future of Ireland, to the future of the planet. So a big round of applause to every one of you guys. One lovely thing that I discovered when I was starting is that you didn't really want to change anything about the program. Is that right? About the Climate Ambassador primary group? That you just really enjoyed it. Maybe a bit more dancing, a bit more singing, and more in-person events like this. So we're taking note of that, absolutely. So hopefully it will continue on, and we'll run it again next year. Who's going to take part next year? Because I know Rona and Monica now they're all writing up a lot more challenges for you to take part in. And over the years, we have thrown your school loads of different new projects, and you have tried a lot of different school teams for us over the years. You might not even be aware of it, but you have always been trailblazers when it comes to the Green Flag program because you've been first. So often, when we have been developing the Green Schools program and the different needs of the program, we come to your school and say, well, would you mind trying this first and see how it goes? And then we decide, oh yeah, they don't do it similar. So hopefully it was the same after the primary Climate Ambassador program as well. That you guys have given me so much amazing feedback and we can go next to partners. Please fund us again for next year, and this is the way we want to see Green Schools going. And next year, if you take part again, of course, we will be awarded with Green Flag, which is going to our general Green Schools award ceremony as well. So, you might already, if any of you have been part of the Green Flag ceremony this year, or when you get your photo there, you could see that Green Schools is actually 25 years old this year. It was our birthday, as well as the teacher's birthday, and Green Schools is 25 years. So, hands up, who took part in the time capsule program? And we sent around the time capsule. Yeah, there's a hand there, there's a hand there, there's a hand there. Thank you so much for taking part. And there. So what we did to celebrate Green Schools in 25 years is we sent our time capsule, which is somewhere there at the back of the room, around to 25 of our longest running schools. And we asked you to create a poster which would express your hopes and dreams for the next 25 years. And I'm not sure I'm going to be the Green Schools manager in 25 years. I'll be retired after the show. I might get an invite. you never know, to help you open up the time capsule and see can we make those dreams come true. Because I think with all of you guys doing your really, really brilliant time action work, I think we will reach those targets and hopefully make all of the hopes for the next 25 years and dreams to come true. Okay? We get our way around close. And a very special Blue Skull Malasha. Did I connect it right? Yeah. We are actually going to bury the time capsule for us on the school ground in the middle of an on-creatio on the 21st of June. So we're going to plant it on the 21st of June, and we're very excited about it. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Really all I have to say. Maybe, you know, if you take part in the climate action program, maybe the ongoing you might also trials and projects for us in the new year as well. I know you're very good at doing that. As I said, you are a trailblazer when it comes to being food. The last thing I want to say is a massive well done to you all, massive well done to the winning schools, and thank you again for really your commitment to this program for all these years. Big round of applause to everyone. And thank you.
You didn't hear what all the other schools said, so should I share some of what you all said? At the beginning, Ronja was saying how this program has brought us closer to nature, has encouraged well-being, saving the environment, you've inspired others and set a good example. Between you all, you've done 10 zero power hour challenges, 5 mulch that matters, 3 ponds, 6 renew your energy, 5 rain rebels, and 7 zero waste lunches. Amazing. You said that it was a brilliant break from school. We got that a few times. It's great. It was a fun activity that helped other schools be more environmentally friendly. Amazing. You thought you helped the environment. Fantastic. You built a water park, you made a song, you built ponds, you tackled food waste, you borrowed the home SEAI kit, you did a zero power hour, you did litter picking, you made a wrap, more ponds. What do you want to do next? You want to do more wind energy, you want to make more ponds, you want to get some solar panels in your school, you want to plant more flowers. There was a lot of interest in more nature and more flowers and more rainwater collection, encourage more nature, plant more flowers again. One of the teachers said that there was actually quite a lot of paperwork with the green flag. But this program has been great and they really enjoyed the video because it meant that kids could get involved in the feedback. More hedgehog hides, more singing and dancing and movement. You like the in-person stuff more than the Zoom. And then we got some brilliant feedback. So we need to sponsor more endangered animals. Some of you did some of the drawings here, which is fantastic. More workshops. And someone said, because I drew all the little characters, and they said, can we make them all the rainbow colours? And they've given us some ideas of what colours should go for what new challenges. So that's on there too. So amazing input. Thank you everyone for your support.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Becky. I think our last little question before you guys all pack up and go on your buses is if you could think back to September, October last year, and what piece of advice would you have told yourself as a primary climate ambassador? And if anyone has anything they would like to share, maybe for future primary climate ambassador this coming September, and pop up your hands.
I think we could try and not use much plastic and try not to waste water.
Yeah.
One of the challenges could be that, like everyone in the past, somehow you could like see who wasted the least amount of water and you'll get the points.
Great. You got it from your job. We write that one down. Good stuff. And you know, so anything that they would like to share with future students in this program, any ideas? Yeah, come on up.
Maybe maybe like
So zero power hour, make it like a zero power day or something instead. Yeah, amazing. Another future students is gonna take my job. Love it. Yeah, come on up. I do hope when you guys are out of the event with tomorrow night reading skills, would you like that?
In Shopton, the items that the class, and I noticed that it said,
Yeah, great. Anyone here needs like beeswax wraps or anything like that for their family? Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
I was saying to and we know the brand, we all got to put the nation into the
Oh, amazing. Are you a sixth class maybe? Are you getting a bit nostalgic for primary school? Little bit, yeah, that was some great advice, really good, okay. Maybe one or two more, yeah, so.
use the higher plastic bottles instead of the ones which are
Definitely, yeah, good stuff. Use your primary time in a basketball, right?
and go to school, and our school recently had a book pack pudding, and we've written to the government to see if we can get a book pack pudding.
Yeah, book pads are super important, so excellent. So there's a lot of lectures as part of this program, and it was really nice to see students at your age actually communicating with local governments and national governments. Yeah, starting young, would say. So that's great. Okay, guys, well, that kind of brings us to the end of I just want to say one last thank you to all of you for making the journey here. Really helpful every day, and to all the amazing colleagues who have been speaking on today. And I hope to stay in the program from September, and I can't wait to see what you'll do next. So stay calm and